I started a second Etsy shop in September 2024 selling digital clip art after failing my first shop. I created a video about how much I made in my first month and a lot of people really like it. I mean, it has a lot of views. So I figured why not share with you my monthly sales updates until I hit my 1-year mark. My shop is now 5 months old, which means I have 3 more updates, or I owe you 3 more updates. So you have to watch out for those videos in the next 3 weeks, because my plan is moving forward, I want to share more real-time updates, so you guys are gonna feel like you are in this with me, and it just feels right, you know. And I didn't realize this when I started my Etsy shop, because I really thought that creating videos for things that already happened in the past was going to be easier, but no, I've realized that I've already moved on from what happened in November, December, and January, that a part of me just does not want to cover those months. I just would rather share the most recent update for February instead. But I will push through. I'm gonna make it happen. Maybe I'm gonna put them in one video, or maybe 3 separate videos. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely watch out for those videos. As mentioned in my first video, I ended my first month with 26 listings and 26 sales and 23 number of listings. At the start of November, I added 1 more listing, which meant I started the month of November with 24 listings, because again, Etsy loves it when you're being consistent and adding more products. I also mentioned in my previous video that I got copyrighted, and because of that, and this is just my assumption by the way, my number of views and visits significantly decreased. Here's a comparison of my stats before and after I deleted that listing. As you can see, everything went downhill after. So if we go here to the before, so this is 7 days before I deleted the listing, visits went from 152 to, this is 6 days after I deleted the listing, to visits went to 128, orders from 8 to 2 orders, conversion rate 5.3 to 1.6, as well as the revenue. So it was really a big difference when after I deleted that listing, as that contributed to the majority of my stats at that time. But I had to take it down, and since I took it down, things really decreased for me, which kind of sucks every time I think about it, because that was my best seller, and I could have, oh my gosh, I had this feeling that I should have changed the title, or like before it happened, before I received the email, something in me was telling me that change the title, you know. And I'm like, people are doing it though, like some people are using this same phrase, and you guys will be wondering like, what copyrighted words did I use? It was Elf on the Shelf, and I don't know why it was only my listing that taken down. Maybe because it was again a bestseller and it sucked, but that's already happened in the past. That was in October, but still it sucks. Anyway, let's get into the numbers. All right, in my second month of selling on Etsy, warning, this is not a life-changing amount yet, but I made $77.97 in revenue. It is a bit higher than my previous month, because last month the shop did $54.78 in revenue, and there were a lot of factors that contributed to this. One of them was that the shop was new and I had items that people were looking for, they would buy it, and so Etsy would keep pushing it out. Another thing was, on top of that, I also had a sale running. I remember I had like a 60% off at that time, probably, or was that only for when I opened my shop? But I did have like a sale going on that time, and that contributed to it. It was also, since it was November, I also had Black Friday deals. So if you didn't know, Black Friday, it happens after Thanksgiving, I believe. We're doing Thanksgiving. I'm not really sure. I'm not from the US. Yeah, that contributed to it. Another one was I was not setting up my sale for a long time. So I set up my sale for a limited time because on Etsy you can schedule sale dates, and I was setting up my sale for like 1 or 2 days, and based on the stats here, it worked. I did have, oh no, custom. When did I start setting it up? Yeah, for 10 days. I think I tested it out for 10 days. I set it up for 10 days, and for 10 days I had 10 orders. That really worked, and so I continued to do that for the whole month. Wait, I should explain why did I do this? Like, why did I set up my sale for a short amount of time? This creates a sense of urgency for customers to buy your product, because when they look at your product and it's something that they really love and the sale is about to end, instead of going somewhere else, they're just locked in on your product and buy it because they don't want to miss out on the discount that they will get. Here's an example of what I was talking about. This product is on sale for 50% off, and the sale is about to end or ends in 6 hours. If I were someone who had been looking for this type of product, the discount and the limited time offer would urge me to buy it because I wouldn't want to miss out. This strategy may not work for all customers, but it can be effective. So yeah, it is also important that your product is worth it. I also want to show you my whole stat for this month. So if we compare the first month and the second month, the stat, it is really a big difference. So for September 30 to October 30, I had 432 visits, 23 orders, 5.3 conversion rate, and then $54.78. For my second month, it is higher, 656, 35 orders, and 5.3. It's almost the same. The conversion rate is still the same as in October, and then the revenue, which is $77.97. I thought I should explain the stats, especially the orders, because it might be confusing to some people who don't understand Etsy yet, and I'm still probably wrong about this, but if you remember, in September, I said I had 26 sales, but looking at the stats, it says I had 23 orders. So orders and sales are not always gonna match, because this is how I understand it again. Order stands for the customer, and then sales stands for how many items that customer bought from your shop. So for example, let's say you sell apple and an orange, and you have this customer whose name is Tom, and he bought 1 apple, 1 orange. So that means the apple and orange are the sales, so that is 2 sales, and then just 1 order because there's only 1 person who bought those 2 items from your shop. So yeah, that's how I understand it. Again, I'm not sure if I'm right. Apart from that, I also, this same month for November, it was also the same month that I received the payment into my bank account. Now, I didn't know that you were supposed to get the payment after 3 to 7 days since you made a sale, but I did not get a sale. So I made 26 sales, right, in October, but I didn't get paid until November. I don't know, I think it was based on the videos I've seen before. Etsy usually holds the money, and they're gonna take out the fees and all that from that money before they deposit it into your account. I set up my payment for weekly. I was gonna do a bi-weekly, but I'm like, you know what? No, I want a weekly payment into my account. So that's what I did. And in November, my net profit, so $77, how much was that? $77.97 was the revenue after all the the fees and whatever, I received $40.69 into my bank account. I also forgot to mention that I ended the month of November with 28 number of listings and 39 sales. And that is everything. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.